U.S. Army officially confirms Disruptor strike drone program. The U.S. Army has officially confirmed the integration of the AEVEX Disruptor strike drone into operational training, publicly acknowledging for the first time a system that spent years in deep classification, according to a report by Anthony Buchanan and Scott Thompson published May 21, 2026. The confirmation came through Exercise Arcane Thunder 26 at the National Training Center at Fort Irwin, California, where soldiers from Multi-Domain Command Europe's Innovations Cell conducted night flight preparations and launches of the Disruptor alongside other experimental unmanned systems. The Army did not merely test the aircraft quietly, it issued an official statement, named the system, named the unit, and described the capability in terms precise enough to leave no ambiguity about what it was announcing. For a drone that spent years operating without public acknowledgement, that represents a deliberate and significant shift in posture. Arcane Thunder 26 ran from April 6 to April 29, 2026 across Germany, Poland, and the United States, with the drone component conducted at Fort Irwin, a sprawling desert installation in California's Mojave that serves as the Army's premier ground for stress testing combat concepts before they reach actual theaters. The exercise is built specifically to push commanders to coordinate effects across land, air, sea space, and cyberspace simultaneously, making it a natural venue for validating a long-range strike system the Army intends to embed into its core operational architecture rather than treat as a niche aviation asset. The Disruptor's origins trace to AEVEX Aerospace's Phoenix Ghost program, a family of loitering munitions the U.S. Air Force fast-tracked for Ukraine in April 2022. Phoenix Ghost was not a single aircraft, but an umbrella program that produced several distinct drone designs at different size and capability levels. AEVEX confirmed the full scope of that family at the Association of the U.S. Army's annual symposium in October 2024, when Elizabeth Trammell, the company's senior director of business development, told the Warzone, "It's been a long time coming. This has been around for a while. We've been able to receive specific permission to talk about it." The Disruptor is the largest and most capable member of the Phoenix Ghost family, sitting in the U.S. military's Group 3 unmanned aircraft classification, a category covering drones between 25 and 600 kilograms that fly between 1,000 and 5,500 meters and reach speeds of 185 to 460 kilometers per hour. The aircraft is built around a tubular carbon fiber fuselage with aluminum structural elements, straight wings with foam-filled aerofoil sections and wooden ribs, and of tail configuration. It measures 3 meters in length with a wingspan of 48 meters. Maximum takeoff weight from a pneumatic catapult launch is 84 kilograms, expandable to 93 kilograms when a rocket-assisted launch booster is used. Power comes from a small internal combustion engine driving a two-blade pusher propeller, and AEVEX states the drone can be launched from a vehicle, though the company has not publicly detailed that configuration. The Disruptor carries a 225-kilogram warhead and flies up to 600 kilometers in standard configuration. An electronic fuel injection engine variant extends that range to approximately 1,300 to 1,400 kilometers, placing it among a small class of long-range strike drones that very few countries outside the major powers can field or effectively counter. That range figure sits at the center of why the Army confirmed this system publicly and why it chose to do so through a Europe-focused exercise. Multi-Domain Command Europe, the Army's forward headquarters element responsible for coordinating land power contributions across the NATO theater, received the Disruptor through the Capability Program Executive Office Aviation and the Uncrewed Aircraft Systems Project Management Office, positioning a confirmed long-range strike drone with the command responsible for European operations is not an administrative detail. It is a statement of intent directed at an audience well beyond Fort Irwin. Lieutenant Col. C. Hunter Gray, the product manager for the Launched Effects Product Office, put the capability's significance in direct terms. The introduction of Launched Effects Long Range enables multi-spectrum reconnaissance, surveillance, and target acquisition at ranges beyond 1,000 kilometers, Gray said. This capability fundamentally changes the way the Army fights, Gray added. Launched Effects Long Range has simultaneously increased lethality and shortened the kill chain. The Army's Launched Effects program is the broader family of air-launched and ground-launched drones designed to push reconnaissance targeting and strike capability far beyond the visual and kinetic reach of ground forces. The Disruptor represents the long-range tier of that family, and its confirmed integration into Arcane Thunder 26 signals that the concept has moved from experimentation into something the Army is now willing to stand behind publicly and train with in front of cameras. What the Army has not confirmed publicly is how many disruptors it has procured, what its production timeline looks like, or how it intends to deploy the system in a real contingency. The official statement describes capability and intent. The numbers and the deployment plan remain undisclosed.